Let's see. This has been a weird time in my life. College life, crazy shit like this, having donuts at 4 p.m., drinking a coffee every once in a while when I can. But it's definitely taught me something, a lot of things, and that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today. My major, film and communications, it's taught me way more than I could have learned in a classroom just by being in my room and hanging out with my equipment. Starting off with a small camera and going up to a big camera like the one you're seeing from right now, the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. This has been a really, really long journey, about 10 years of figuring it out. And I just want to express some of the beginner ideas, top 10 beginner things that you should know about filming, photographing, being in this career, because it's definitely difficult to start. The one thing that I always try to listen to myself about and try to listen to other people about, and the first thing that I learned from doing this is just to have fun with it. Do whatever you want. You know, that's the quickest way to learn. But if you're gonna listen to all those people that are telling you, you need to know color grading, you need to know editing, you need to know lighting, you need to know the rule of thirds, all this different things immediately to know your craft, you're not gonna get anywhere, and you're not gonna have fun with it. You're not gonna be inspired by many things if you listen to those people that are telling you that you need to do these things immediately to be good at your craft, especially filming, because filming is a lot of fun and you don't want to take the fun out of something that makes you happy. So on that topic, you should have good lighting. I don't have good lighting right now. I've got a lot of backlight right here by my window, but you can clearly see me. Now if I were to take one of my lights and place it right here, that'd be a nice fill light. Let's use my phone for example. If I turn on my flashlight, there we go. We have some pretty good fill light to work with, but obviously it's too close to where I am, and you can see my screen and you can know that it's a phone. Good lighting is proper in any situation, whether you're filming a documentary, movie, short film, anything, even a video, even just a YouTube video. It's not required, but it looks great. Number 3, I would say it's okay to motivate yourself with work that you see online. And that also goes for shooting. Like, let's say for example, you're doing a shot like this. I, in particular, have trouble with focusing. So what I did is I have a little monitor that's on top of my camera here, and then I can take a HDMI cable and run it all the way to this monitor right here that you can't see, but I can see myself perfectly clear. And it's absolutely amazing. Best tip I ever learned. You guys can do it too. It's actually a lot of fun. Now with all of that said, good composure or composition is good for your shot. You didn't see any of this in those last few shots. You know why? Because that was in the way. It made it so that it was not composed okay. And you had some depth of field, but this is even better. Listen, both sides work, but when you get textures in it, like the hair on my arm, makes the shot look more pleasing to the viewer. Now, another thing that pertains to this situation, don't shoot somewhere in public if you don't need to. Most people in the public don't really like a camera in their face or around them, so, you know, nowadays you gotta be careful. Don't bring your camera into private places, like bathrooms, you know, use your head. But it's great if you can practice in a private setting like this, in a dorm room or apartment or a house. All right, tip number 5. Hold on. Don't go on your phone. If you are on your phone for a shoot, that's just an insult to the person you're helping. Don't do it. And if you're on your own, sure, it's fine, but you're gonna take away a lot of creativity by getting distracted by something that you just saw on your phone. Maybe just be in the moment. Tip number 6 is be strong, not just physically, but mentally, and be able to take criticism. In my entire career of filmmaking, I have taken a lot of criticism, and you know, I've learned from it enough to be able to know that I need this $2,000 camera. Most of all, be prepared to know what is right and wrong. If for say you got a shot that took you maybe like 20 minutes or so to actually finish and you show it to somebody and they say,
whoa, this is a little fuzzy, you got some grain up in here, it's not really the best. Could you go back and maybe edit it a little bit better so it's not as weird looking?
You're gonna look at that person and say, no, because I worked 20 minutes on this. No, please take your time, focus on what you're doing so that they don't have to tell you that. But at the same time, if they do tell you that, be open to it. Try to accommodate their needs because they're the ones in the end paying for it. Now, on the topic of money, for the first, let's say 10, 20 shoots that I've done it all for free. I'm still doing it for free. It was mainly for learning. I would suggest that any person that's doing something for the first time, even filming something for the first time, do it for free. Number one, learning. You're gonna have to learn from your camera, learn from your mistakes, learn how to use your camera, and learn how to upgrade it. Shut up. Because it's only gonna make you better at your craft. For tip number 7, always format your footage. I know a lot of beginners like to go to their computer, place it all into a hard drive, and then just hit delete. That's not going to take away all the data. You know, once you get it off of your SD card, there's still going to be some data left that's going to end up building up, and you're not going to be able to shoot on that card anymore. And most beginners will just throw that card out because they think, oh no, my card's broken. Nope.
No, it isn't.
Take it straight to your camera. There should be a format option. Format it. Your card is completely cleared. Maybe a couple of megabytes is still on there, but completely cleared. And then you can go straight back to filming on it. But always format your card if all the footage has been completely put onto a hard drive. To add on top of that, put all of your footage on a hard drive. Don't keep it on your computer, don't keep it on your PC. It's only going to fill up your disk. Always put it on a hard drive, external. I recommend these Lacy hard drives. I don't know where I put it. For beginners, Lacy has amazing quality. It's not the fastest, it's about 150 megabytes per second, 130, but it's definitely gonna get you from place to place with whatever you're doing. They go up to 5 terabytes. This is a 5 terabyte and it only costs around $170 for a 5 terabyte drive. Now for the last 3, we're just gonna focus on gear. When beginners see all of these huge rigs and setups for other people's cameras, they think, wow, I need that. I want that. That is so cool. That's gonna make people want me. That's what most beginners, that's how I thought. Now, you don't need all this stuff immediately. When I was first doing photography or filming in any kind of way, I used the Nikon D3500. That isn't even a film camera, that's a photo camera. Think about it. I didn't have a lot of options, but I made it work. Now, whatever camera you're gonna shoot on, whether it's a Nikon Coolpix 775 or something better, preferably, you can make it work. Because as time goes on, you're gonna pick up greater and bigger cameras. When I came here to college, I got the opportunity to use a Canon RP that can shoot up to 4K. It's only a mirrorless DSLR camera. Still staying on the format of gear, keep it organized. You know, for once, I have been organized this year. I have like 5 different cases for 5 different types of materials and gear that I use. I keep all the gear on my rig mainly together for the most part because I don't want to lose any of it. But same goes for SD cards and SSDs and all the other miscellaneous stuff that you have. Once you start working 3, 4, 5 years on this, you're gonna have a lot of miscellaneous things, a lot of extra things that you just can't really use anymore. So I would suggest finding a place where you can put all of that stuff and just haul it somewhere. Just put it somewhere. I keep it in that closet right over there. It's a big duffel bag with just big things, small things, just little screws. I just throw it all in there if I don't use it. And then if I need it at some point, I don't even have to think about where it is because I know where all my miscellaneous lost stuff is. It's right there. Finally, clean your gear. Every once in a while, your gear's gonna get a bit dusty, a little bit crusty. Take a toothpick to it, you know, get all the crust out and take a swab, cotton swab, whatever you need, and just, you know, wipe around all the dust, get it all off. Might I recommend getting one of these? You don't need this exact one. This is a little bit of a fancier one with a filter on the back, but it works great with taking out the dust. And that's it. That's my top tips for beginners in film. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this, but if you do, hope it helped. Have a good day. Bye. I think that was okay.